Tammy, and welcome to the first edition of the Vegan Pulse. I am your host, Nancy Arenas, and today I have with me Tammy Fiebelkorn. Tammy is the board president and founder of Positive Links, a nonprofit organization dedicated to educating the public about the link between animal abuse and human violence, and providing training to domestic violence workers, social workers, animal control workers, officers, and others about this issue. She dedicates time to legislative efforts to increase the protection of the environment and animal rights. Tammy lives with her furry and feathered kids in Albuquerque. She believes everyone should be safe in his or her home and works to provide that safety to all members of society, regardless of the type of animal you are, human or non-human. Hi, Tammy.
Hi, Nancy. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, thank you for being here. So tell me, how are you holding up during this COVID lockdown?
Well, we're just fine here. My partner and I actually like each other, so we're enjoying time together. But we are worried about friends and family that are higher risk and that really shouldn't be out. So it's a stressful time, I think, for everyone.
Okay. So tell me about, what does Positive Links do?
We are an all-volunteer nonprofit based here in Albuquerque, and we work to raise awareness about the link between animal abuse and human violence. So we know that about 76% of the time, if somebody's abusing an animal, they're also abusing another member of their family, whether that's a child, a partner, or an elder in the home. And so we provide trainings to law enforcement, social workers, animal control officers, to really help them understand that when they're looking at family violence and reducing violence, they need to be looking at the entire family, including animals. And so we do that through trainings and webinars, and we also work with domestic violence shelters to have them open their doors to humans and their animals when they're fleeing domestic violence.
Great, great. What are your concerns about family violence during these times of isolation?
Yeah, it's a little scary when you think about it. There's such an increased risk of family violence during these times where everyone is stressed. People have lost jobs and they've reduced their hours. They're crammed into one house. That's not a normal situation. They're not having contact with others. And also bars are closed. And so we have a lot of instances where potential abusers are drinking at home, which may not be the best situation. We're also concerned because during this time, we'll probably see less reporting of violence. One of the things that we learned from victims of domestic violence is that they often have to wait until their abuser leaves the home before they're able to call for help. Well, right now, no one's leaving that home. And so they're not able to report. A lot of child abuse is reported by teachers, librarians, people at churches, and all of those are closed. So we're really, really concerned there's an increase of risk and a decreased level of reporting that's expected during this shutdown. So it really is a dangerous time for those that have a family that has a proclivity to violence.
That's a scary situation.
It really is.
What are you doing to address these concerns?
So Positive Links is doing a series of webinars. Our new normal is that we can't go out and do the training that we usually have done, but we are doing webinars weekly. We did one this week, we'll do another one next week on what to do in these times of shutdown. And so last week, the one was called Social Distancing, Isolation, and the Impact on Family Violence. And we had Andrew Campbell, who was with Campbell Research and Consulting, come on, talk to us about what he's seeing in the field right now as far as reporting and what new partnerships are needed to make sure that people are safe during this unprecedented time. That webinar is still available. Anyone can watch it anytime from our website or our Facebook page. And then next Wednesday, we're having a doctor from Spain who will be talking to us about what's going on in Spain. As you know, they're a little ahead of us on this COVID lockdown, and they've actually hopefully hit their peak. And so she's been working with the government and NGOs to make sure that domestic violence victims and animals are protected during this time. And she'll share what they've been doing, what's working so that we can copy it, and what's not working so we can fix it here as we kind of go towards our peak, which should be happening in the next couple of weeks. So we hope folks can tune into that one as well.
I'm going to tune in for sure.
Thank you.
And then let me ask you, what is this I hear about a partnership with a restaurant here in town?
Yeah, so Positive Links, you know, we want to make sure that the training continues and that folks are safe in their homes, but we also want to make sure that everybody in our community has nourishment during this time. And so we have partnered with Solida, the best Mexican restaurant in town, and they have a program called Operation Kindness. And if anybody needs food, can't afford food during this time because they've had a layoff or reduced hours, or they're just at a high risk and they're worried about expenses, they are more than welcome to email La Solida at kindness@lasolida.com and let them know. Positive Links has partnered with them, and we are actually sponsoring any plant-based meals that folks would like. So if you would like vegan plant-based meals during this time, just a quick email to La Solida and they will get you taken care of. Also in that partnership, let La Solida know if you have an animal who is also in need of food. They will pass that information on to us here at Positive Links. We'll be in touch and we'll get you the food that your animals need as well. We want to make sure that the whole entire family is okay during this weird time where people might feel food insecurity.
And yes, La Salita has delicious food. And my favorite is the stuffed chilies with avocado. Oh, it's delicious.
Relleno.
Yes, that's it.
So
that's
good.
it.
And, you know, I should point out that they also have vegan cheese and they have impossible meat as well. So they have a really good vegan selection of food.
And then this offering is not just for vegans. This is for anybody who needs a little help and would like a meal. And you will be sponsoring a plant-based meal, a vegan meal.
Yes, I encourage anyone who is feeling any type of food insecurity to just email and get the plant-based meal. You might learn how much you like plant-based food, but it will also help with, you know, the stress of this times.
So just bringing it back a little bit to what we were talking about before, any tips for people who at this time are facing domestic violence issues to their families and friends that you might share with us for them?
Yeah. So the scary reality is that folks that are in domestic violence situations right now may be having a difficult time getting out and getting a report to the proper authorities. So we are really encouraging everyone to check in on their friends, neighbors, colleagues, whoever, pick up the phone, give them a call, understand that they may not be able to tell you exactly what's happening right now, so you might have to read between the lines. But if you think there might be any type of violence happening, please report that. And a tip on that is to ask them about their animals. That is often the one thing that they can tell you about if the animal has been injured or if there's something going on, if the animal needs food. I guarantee you if the animal needs food, they do too. And so that's a good way to get an idea of what's going on in that home. But please reach out to folks. If you suspect something, report it.
Yeah, see something, say something, right?
For sure, especially during these times.
Right. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure spending time with you, Tammy, as always.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do for all beings, human and non-human. I appreciate it. And
well, I appreciate you as well. So thank you for having me.
Okay. Everybody out there, thank you for watching the first episode of Vegan Pulse with your host, Nancy Arenas. And for more information or to get links to the webinars that Tammy spoke about, please check us out on our Facebook page, Vegan Pulse. It will be posted there. And don't forget to join us next time for another episode. Thank you for watching, listening, and remember, if you have a pulse, you have a purpose. Live vegan.